Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to WhackleTon. We're back in Nova Roma, and we have, as usual, got some stuff to do. We've got to expand this city quite a bit. So in the last episode, we worked on our bathhouse, and we got a little bit of marble going. And that's not really what we're going to focus on today, though. We're going to focus on the tech tree and trying to unlock a lot of this stuff. And then we also want to unlock. Well, not unlock, but we just want to grow the city. So I want to get the population spiked. Pretty much that's the game plan. So if you guys haven't seen the rest of the episodes, the series, we're taking it kind of slow. But we are on kind of a series of islands. So this is the main island we've got going on and our main settlement. You can see the little mini map there down on the bottom left. But the goal is to grow this island, and I want to get a shipyard going eventually so we can get onto the other islands. So you can settle the other ones, but you need a boat. You can't just send people over there. You also can't build a bridge, so you need to build boats. So end goal here, and it's definitely not going to happen in today's episode, is to get a shipyard going. So anyways, enough of that. We've got some gods that are angry with us, and so we're gonna dedicate another temple to them. And we also need a lot more coal. So you guys can see in the top right there, 0 coal on hand, which is going to be a running theme for a while. So I just placed down 2 more of those. So hopefully we can get more of those going. We do have 25 idle jobs right now, which is a great spot to be in. Hopefully we can get these jobs filled, and once we get the jobs filled, obviously we'll have a lot more resources, and the city can grow a lot quicker. So that is the game plan for now. All right. We are going to spam bakers. So little change of plan. One of the missions we need to do here is donate 35 bread. And, my people are starving. So that's kind of a problem. So we're going to need a lot more bread and a lot more wheat and a lot more bakers. And I really, really need these points. So I'm just gonna strategically. God, I can't talk right now. Strategically, we are just going to spam bakeries. So if you see a little bit of that in this episode, don't worry about it. But I'm also going to. I want to expand the water tower too. So we got to mess with some of the tax zones. And the reason I say that is because, we have some coins right now, but just generally speaking, we're kind of just broke with everything. We're just poor. We just don't have a lot of resources. We don't have a lot of money. We don't have a lot of people. A lot of problems. So we're going to try to figure all of that out. And it's not going to happen in this episode, but it will slowly happen. But regardless of all that, I'm kind of just yapping right now. We're placing houses down. I need to get people moving into the village. I want to expand this little, what would you call it? This little path up the mountain, because I want to put a giant temple on top of that mountain. Once we unlock them, which is, again, why I need so much bread. So the bakers better get bacon. And I'm going to see if I can get a water tower over here, because this would be a nice little area to add another suburb, So if we can, we're going to add a water tower. But regardless, we do need to add more water resources in general to the town. Especially if I plan on jacking the taxes up, which I 1,000% am going to do. So we need to make it somewhat livable and make them somewhat not hate me, which is their problem, not mine. But if they hate me too much, I don't know. I don't know anything about this game. I don't know. If you can fail the game or lose the game, who knows. But anyways, I'm just rambling on about... I'm trying to figure out how to get this water tower here. The water towers are really cool. I love this game mechanic, I won't lie. One kind of annoying thing about them, though, is which is totally realistic. You have to build them on a certain gradient, like a certain slope. So you can't exceed that slope, but that just sounds like a problem for the engineers. They can figure that out. Not my problem. Make the peasantries do it. Anyways, this path is looking good. We're on the other side of the mountain now. And like I said, game plan for that long term is to basically just be a giant temple up there, place of worship. Make the silhouette of the island look nice and I don't know, just help the skyline, I guess. We've got this big mountain in the backdrop, which is a little too big to build on, obviously. But I do think it would be cool to have, a big path up there that goes on to something that's, maybe a little bit of a reference to something that like the Parthenon. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just building. I'm just trying to make it look cool. And these guys keep these guys keep interrupting me. All these gods keep interrupting me and telling me that they got a problem. And you guys can see the bread situation's getting a little bit better, but time to spam more bakeries. I'm just trying to get these points, so I just want the points. I don't really care if they have their bread. They're what is that? 62 happiness. They're not horribly unhappy. Definitely need to work on that. But yeah, this guy is just, dude. Will you give it a break, bro? Leave me alone. Let my citizens live, bro. They're working in the mines. Leave them alone. Anyways, this is where the other water towers got to go. So I mentioned earlier we got to add another one. Got to add another one over here. This is like the rich snobby district of town, and taxes there are going through the roof. So that is the game plan, at least once we get a water tower over there. Not happy with the way that was. The silhouette kind of didn't look great, and I do care about that. So maybe we will run, yeah, that looks like a better way to run it. So we'll run it straight down the main road, as long as the slope plays nice. And it's not, of course, why would it? That makes total sense. So we're going to have to put that somewhere else. That wasn't working. We're going to put it over here, and this will hopefully look a little bit better. And then, what's so good about this is once we get the water tower in there and raise the roof in the rich district on the taxes, then we can go to the poor district and raise the taxes there as well. And then we could just start stacking money. Wow. Looks like, okay, well, we shouldn't plant crops downstream of that. Note to self. We are under a drought, which is fun. I did mention that in a previous episode. We haven't seen that yet. So we are in a drought, which means there's less water. You guys can see that the aqueduct is basically taking all of the water runoff on the top of the mountain, which is magically just spawning. So shout out that. Must be a spring up there or something. But anyways, we are still struggling with this bread. Oh my Lord. You guys are going to see me rage and just place like 30 bakers. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Mark my word. That's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just doing something wrong. Maybe I'm just not balancing it well. But I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't have to have like 14 bakers to get that much bread. We've got the wheat. I mean, kind of. Maybe, yeah, we got the coal too. So I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. I'm just expanding the town a little bit here, and we're going to try to get the population growing a little bit. You guys can see we've got plenty of idle jobs right now, which is fantastic news. Almost 100 idle jobs with 300 people, which is great, especially because people aren't necessarily starving. I mean, things aren't going great, but they're not going terrible. And did not mean to click the pause button there. My bad. But here it is. 2 more bakers. Let's go, boys. Get the breads baked. Brother, give me a break. what a fun time lapse. So you guys see me getting bullied by this god, dude? This guy's just annoying. Anyways, I've just been spamming farmland everywhere and bakers everywhere to try to get this baking quest done. You guys can see we've made some really good progress. We have 0 bread, 2 bread. Yeah, looking up. We've only got 33 more to go. But yeah, so I'll probably AFK this until we get the bread off camera. We're getting close-ish towards the end of the episode. Anyways, I don't know. That time lapse consumed a little bit more than I'd like, but also that was a pretty good time lapse. We got a lot of stuff done, and yeah, I don't know. I'm not complaining. Just it is what it is. Now, one thing I do want to do is I want to start building a little bit of some city defenses. So I plan on having the shipyard basically from in the direction of where the camera is at this angle. So behind us, I plan on having the shipyard. And so I want to have kind of like this intermediary wall that goes between basically like the lower city down there, which is going to be, you know, a lot of industry and shipyards, fishing, that kind of thing, docks, trading. So a lot of that. I want to basically put some defenses between that and then the upper half of the city, which is going to be a lot more of the older town, more wealthy, a lot more of where our resources are stored as well. It's also going to be a lot more defensive. So kind of second layer defense. The inner upper part of the city is going to be a lot harder to invade. So that's kind of the game plan. And I think this wall up here, right on this little plateau, is going to be a good little start. So I plan on putting a gate in the middle of it, so you can kind of pass through the gate to go down towards the ship buildings and all of that kind of good stuff. But in the meantime, we're just going to leave this here, and then I'm going to get some archers on it. And you guys can see we got a few of the quests done there, but we still need to do the bread one. So we'll still be fighting that. But yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm just kind of looking around. I think a theater is probably a good one. And then a medium temple is probably a good one. The citizens have been asking me for a theater. And that one god keeps setting my stuff on fire because he wants a larger temple. So I guess we could solve that too. But like I said, I do want to get a gate in here, and I do want to get some archer towers. So let's get those built, and yeah, then we'll pretty much close out the episode after that. So yeah, we got the entrance down there. There will be a few other paths down there, of course, but in the meantime, we've got a little bit of cleaning up to do as well. So let's get our archer towers in, and I gotta wait for these nerds to finish building. But we'll get these evenly spaced where it's nice and defensive around the gate, and then also try to protect the surrounding areas. Basically, just trying to create a chokehold if people siege from the harbor area. And you guys can see a large portion of this island kind of slopes down to this beach. So there is a crack to the left of us, but you guys can see where that beach there, it kind of goes into a cliff. So as long as we continue the wall and the defenses that way, which there is already an archer tower, we kind of force them into a chokehold. So that's going to be the long-term plan. But for now, we're just spamming things like bakers, because we apparently can never have too much bread in this game. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I got for you guys in this episode. So if you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna clean all of this up off camera, and we'll keep these videos rolling. We'll keep the Stormworks videos coming out, of course. Please let me know what you guys think of this series so far down below. And like I said, if you guys like it, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Link down below to my Discord. I'll catch you all in the next episode. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.